Let's get straight to it. You've been told you need to build rapport to close high-value cases like full arch implants. You've been told to build rapport by finding the 3 things in common you have with your patients before talking dentistry. And you've been told to talk about the weather, sports, vacations, find some common ground that gets your patient to like you as a person. But let me be blunt, for a $60,000 full arch case, that is garbage advice. And today, I'm going to give you the playbook to build deep, unshakable trust and authority in the first 2 minutes of meeting a patient without any of the fake small talk. So let's begin. The idea that you need to be some sort of master schmoozer is a myth. For those of us who are not natural small talkers, forcing a conversation about your favorite sports team feels fake, and patients can smell it a mile away. It immediately triggers their salesman detector. And here's the truth. If you were getting open heart surgery, would you care if your surgeon also likes to go fishing? No, you care about one thing. Are they the absolute best person to solve your life-threatening problem? And your full arch patients are no different. They don't need a new friend. They need a trusted expert who can solve their life-ruining problem. And today I'm going to give you 2 secrets to becoming that trusted expert fast. The first is a quick win rapport hack you can implement this afternoon. And the second is a deeper mindset shift that will fundamentally change how you communicate with your patients forever. So here's the first secret. It's a shortcut. It's a hack I discovered by accident that builds more authentic rapport in 30 seconds than 10 minutes of forced chit-chat ever could. Stop using your in-op TVs to advertise Zoom whitening. That's a waste of prime real estate. Instead, put up a simple looping slideshow of your own family photos on that screen. I can't tell you how many times I've walked in a room and the first thing the patient says is, "Oh my goodness, your family is so beautiful." It's instant rapport, and I didn't have to do a single thing. It humanizes you instantly and passively, opening the door for a much warmer and more authentic conversation. And now for the second secret, the deeper mindset shift. The most powerful way to build unbreakable trust is to prove to the patient that you have an acute understanding of the pain they're going through. You need to articulate their deepest fears and frustrations more clearly than they've ever been able to themselves. The secrets and stories they would write in their own diaries. And when you do that, you're no longer a dentist. You're a mind reader. You're the guide they've been searching for, because no other dentist has ever talked to them like this before. So how do you do this? You don't just tell them you understand. Every dentist says that. Instead, you tell a story that proves it. When a patient mentions their frustration, you go deeper by telling a third-party story. So you know that Mrs. Jones hates her denture. Now you can say something like this: "Mrs. Jones, I've never worn a denture, but I talk to patients who wear them all day long. I had a patient recently who told me she can't even kiss her spouse because she's so self-conscious and ashamed about her teeth being loose in her mouth. And that really hit me hard because she felt so embarrassed that their connection was dying. And that's what made her want to finally do something about it." Or in another situation, you tell them the story about another one of your patients who knew he had let his broken and decayed teeth go too far. And then one day he went to the store, he had this strange feeling of being watched. And that's when he realized he was being shadowed by the store security guard who had seen his smile and assumed he was poor, up to no good, and maybe even a shoplifter. That's how powerful a smile can be. You tell their Dear Diary story through the lens of someone else. And when you do that, they don't just think you're a good dentist. They think, "My God, this person finally gets me." So that's 2 strategies you can implement this week. A quick win. Get rid of the Windows screensaver or the Zoom and Invisalign ads, and instead put your family photos on that TV in your op. And then the deeper mindset shift. Stop selling features and start demonstrating acute understanding by telling your patient's story back to them. And the more acutely and accurately you can pinpoint their exact pain without them even having to tell you, the more they trust you. And when you do this, you're not just another tooth fixer who can be price shopped. You become their trusted guide. And patients don't look for discounts from the one person they believe can finally lead them out of their pain.